my name is Shaaanelle with the 3 A's here on YouTube, 1A in real life, and welcome back to my channel and welcome to my skincare routine video. So today we are going to be talking about not just about like skincare products, but we're going to be talking about like routine techniques and stuff like that when it comes to what I do with my skin to keep it looking good. I know I look rusty, dusty, crusty, but that's the point of us being here and doing this video. I know my nails are crusty too, but I'm gonna take care of these as well. Anyway, we're here to talk about skin. So first thing I want to talk about is my skin type. So my skin type I would categorize as in between normal and dry. My skin does tend to be a little bit more on the drier side than it is on the normal side, but I would like to say that it's normal dry. Because of that, I tend to buy a lot of hydrating products for my skin. In addition to my skin being dry, I also tend to have dark spots that last a really long time. So I have good hyperpigmentation going on. Not good, but you know what I mean. I got hyperpigmentation going on. With the hyperpigmentation, I tend to see it a lot, and if I'm looking down, it's because I'm looking in the mirror. But I tend to see this hyperpigmentation a lot whenever I have a pimple, right? It's not just like for random, you know, stuff here and there. But when my hyperpigmentation is present, it usually is because I had a pimple somewhere. Now, my pimples tend to come in this area here, in between my eyebrow, and this area here. This is where I get most of my pimples, and I only ever really get pimples when I'm on my cycle. I don't really get pimples outside of that time frame unless for some reason my skin was just dirty, filthy, whatever. The majority of the time when I do break out, it is because I'm on my cycle. My breakouts are not usually clustered, like they don't come in like lots of them, if that makes sense. Normally I just get one big ass one somewhere on my face. Maybe two, but normally I get one. It's big. It's kind of, I think they're called cystic, where they're kind of just like big and under the skin and they don't really like come out very much. And that's really it. Once it starts to go away, my skin starts to clear up, it tends to leave a scar. Now the scar, the thing is I don't really pop my pimples that often, okay? If it's a little whitehead or something, occasionally I'll get like little whiteheads on my forehead area, and that's if my skin is just like, it's either been really dirty or really oily or something like that. Or if I'm on my cycle and something is just thrown off that's causing me to break out a little bit more, then I will get all of that oiliness up in here. And I will get whiteheads. And those, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna hold you. If I see, I'm gonna hit a little pop. I'm gonna hit a little pop on it. But for my big cystic ones, I typically do not pop these because you can probably see a few little spots. Some of these are sunspots. So that's also the thing. I do have sunspots on my face. Not all of these are from pimples. So if we look on this side, this right here is most likely from a pimple. I can feel it's a little bit raised as well. I don't know if you guys can see it, but this is most likely pimple. This up here, sunspot, okay? So, and my sunspots, unfortunately, are in, like right in this area where my pimples are. So, and it's not long-term scarring or anything like that. It's literally sunspots. I can tell the difference between my sunspots and my scars. But some of these are sunspots and some of these are scars. Now, I haven't had a pimple in a long time. Okay, I haven't had one of those large cystic pimples that just is under my skin and doesn't really come out for a very long time. That said, you can see I still have a few pimple scars in this area on my face. I also have one up here. I don't even remember having a pimple up here, but clearly I had one and I must have touched it or I just let it go on its own, but either way, it's scarred up, girl. So it's there. So that is one of my other major issues when it comes to my skincare. Outside of having dry skin, dry to normal type skin, and having the occasional cystic pimple or little whitehead, I don't really have too many other skin concerns. So there's that on that. Now, to combat all of this, I like to buy skincare products that are hydrating, moisturizing, and then I love to have some type of product in there that can help me to shed, you know, my layer, like microdermabrasion type of products, like chemical exfoliants is what I mean. Chemical exfoliants and stuff like that that kind of help to shed that layer of skin so that my skin can regenerate quickly. That way I can get rid of my dark spots quicker. Now, some of my favorite skincare products when it comes to getting rid of my dark spots includes the Peace Out products. So I love to use the Peace Out dark spots little patches. I think those work really well. They work really quickly as well to minimize your dark spot. Now for me, because like I said, like obviously you can see some scarring still on my face. These pimples happened years ago. So why they're still scarring means that it's like they're truly deep pimples when they come, deep cystic pimples. And so they're still scarring underneath these layers of skin. But that said, I do feel like the dark skin patches do clear up my pimples or my dark spots in a pretty, like in the time it says it's supposed to. Like I can start seeing the differences almost immediately. So I love to use those because like for clusters like this, not super helpful because I would have to put a bunch of little ones everywhere, and sometimes they're just too close together for me to actually stick something on there. But in lieu of that, girl, I like to use the serum. So the serum works really well. I don't have any on me right now because I'm trying something different that I got in a FabFitFun box. But the serum, also love it, works really well for helping to minimize your dark spots and get rid of them in a quick amount of time. That at least works for me. If you've tried it before and it works for you, let me know in the comments down below. If you tried it and it didn't work for you, but something else did, also let me know because I want to get onto that. So let me know, girl. Now, I don't want to get too far out of order with my products or anything, but I do want to show you guys the 2 dark spot serums that I am currently using. The first one is the Vinyl Perfect Caudalie Brightening Dark Spot Serum. This one I use during the daytime because I have something different that I use at night, and I also have a different routine that I use at night now. So I don't use this one at night, but I do use it in the daytime, but right before I put on my moisturizer. Now this next one is one that I only use at night. It's from Herbivore. It is the Milky Way 10% AHA and Oat Soothing Exfoliating Serum. So this one, like I said, I really only use it at night, and I don't use it every single night because of my nighttime routine, but we'll get to that a little bit later. Now, I do not dermaplane my face. I do have little baby razors, and I'm actually about to bust them out right now, but I'm gonna tell you why. But I don't actually go through and dermaplane my face. The girlies are saying, oh, it doesn't cause breakouts, it doesn't cause pimples if you do it right. Girl, I done did it every which way, okay? I tried it with serum on my face all slicked down, that snail mucin all on my face all slicked down. I tried it with face oil all over my face slicked down. I tried it dry, and each and every time that I tried it, I got a breakout, okay? I got a little pimple somewhere going on my face. So I do not like to actually like go in and dermaplane my entire face just because, girl, I don't need it. If it's gonna do all that, I don't want it and I don't need it. That said, I do have a hairy face. So I do like to get rid of some of the hairs all over my face. Around my mouth area, very hairy, girl, very hairy. I used to go in and wax my mustache. I don't do that anymore just because I feel like the wax, maybe I have the wrong type of wax. I really just use a multi-purpose wax, but I just feel like the wax don't lift up the hairs. It don't get the hairs up off my skin. So, and I use a hard wax, but even when I use a soft wax, I feel like it's just a little bit too rough on my lip area. So I don't do that either. So you know what I do though? And I got it right here in my pocket because I'm about to do it. I pluck. So I pluck out as many of the hairs on my lip as I can. Normally I can get a lot of them off in a quick amount of time because I'm literally just going through pluck, 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 taking them out. For this area down here, my little goatee, girl, I like to just shave that off. And because that is more of like a skin, a more sensitive area when it comes to like skin, I do like to shave it off with a little bit of oil. Like I like that slicked down before I shave it off. Now I know I could probably get more hair off if I didn't do that, but I'm trying to keep my skin good, glowy, and spot free, okay? My chin got some hairs on it too, and it got way more hairs than I'm comfortable with. Now, this area on my chin actually has a good amount of dark spots, you guys, like kind of a lot. And that is because these chin hairs bother me so much when I can feel them. Like if I'm just brushing across and I can feel the chin hair, that shit pisses me off. Sorry for cursing, but it makes me so mad. So I always try to get them out, and I usually get them out with a tweezer. But a lot of times, because the hairs are either thicker, finer, whatever the case may be, for some reason, they don't like to come out down here. They don't like to come out. So I have to force, like I have to like pull them really good for them to come out. And I don't want to pull them too fast because I don't want to risk them like breaking off or whatever. But whenever I go to pull them, I do like a slow pull and I try to get out as many as I can. But when I can't get them out, I have like that little black dot there, and it really upsets me. So if you have any tips for chin hair stuff, let me know. But I have decided, because I have a lot of dark spots down here from squeezing out hairs, and I noticed as I've been like squeezing stuff out, I don't think these are all hairs. Girl, I think some of these are blackheads. Like I don't think they're actual hair. They could be hairs, and maybe they're just really slick, you know, little black hair follicles that haven't matured into full hair. But part of me is thinking like, is this a blackhead? I can't tell. So I'm definitely going to go get a facial soon, and I'm gonna have them kind of analyze what's going on in my chin area to see if they're hairs or if they're blackheads. But I have a really bad habit of squeezing them out myself because I don't like to see that shit there. So I will squeeze them out myself, and then I end up with dark spots. Now my chin area, like I said, has the most dark spots of anywhere on my face. And I know you're probably thinking, girl, it's not that bad because it's your chin. Like your chin's down here. Nobody, you not like you walk around like this all day, right? Like nobody looking at your chin. But it bothers me because I feel like when my chin was clearing up from using like dark spot treatments and stuff like that, I could tell a difference in my overall, like how my skin looked. So yes, just give me some tips, you guys, on anything going on down there. But I'm definitely going to have to go to an actual like to get a facial and have them kind of analyze whatever the hell's going on in my chin. Now the other area that I don't mind actually shaving off, aside from this area down here, is my eyebrow area. So I do pluck my eyebrows. I don't really have like, it's not necessary for me to go in and do a whole bunch of plucking. My eyebrows are kind of naturally shaped this way, and the hairs that do go down here are more like just random spur of the moment little hairs. And I can literally just pluck out the big ones, and then I will shave off the rest to make it smooth. So that's what we gonna do. First, I'm gonna start with getting this mustache taken care of. So, and I know you're probably thinking, girl, why are we talking about hair on your face when this is skincare routine little thing? It's because this is part of it. Yeah. Taking off the hair is part of your entire skincare routine. And the reason why it is because it makes a big difference in how your face looks. And also if you know, like I was talking about earlier, if you do it wrong, or if like a certain thing doesn't work for you, like the microblading or dermaplaning, whatever you call it, doesn't work for me, well then girl, that's part of your skincare routine. And I think that just helps to also explain some of my dark spots and how my pimples come about. Anyway, girl, I'm about to take my mustache off so we can look good, shiny, moisturized, and you know, top. Okay, so I'm back. I plucked out as many of the bigger hairs that I could get. I just have like this little double-sided mirror. One side is really large, and the other side is just regular mirror. But I just plucked everything out. Now I want to go ahead and shave some of those areas that I like to shave, and get off some of the little baby hairs that I couldn't get off before. This little razor that I have, it's a Schick Hydro Grip face razor. I don't know, girl, I got it off Amazon because I was like, yeah, I'm gonna start dermaplaning my face because everybody was talking good about it. It breaks me out. So but I'm still gonna use it for the areas that don't break out on me, just to do a little bit of cleanup and touch up. Now the oil that I have is the Elemis Superfood facial oil. This is a trial size of the oil, but girl, I'm gonna use it, okay? Every time I get a trial size, I'm gonna use it. That's why I like shopping at Sephora, because I love using up the points to get like all the little stuff. So But I do not typically use a facial oil in my actual routine on a daily basis. I just like use it for stuff like this, or if for some reason my face is like extra dry, then I'll oil up what I need to oil up. And I think it's Elemis, girl, I don't know, but whatever it is, I'm using it. I'm gonna start from the top down, so I'm gonna work on my brows first. This middle area, actually, I've been noticing that I don't have to pluck this as often as I feel like I used to have to pluck it. And this is one of those areas that I like to just go in and shave and keep it really clean, because it also helps with like makeup application and stuff like that. So name a better duo. So why do we do this dance? Are we moving too slow? Cause you need reassurance. Don't conflate issues. Why you always jump to? For a little extra slip, I added a little bit of this Kiehl's Fleur Brew rejuvenating facial essence to my to the oil in my hand, just to add a little bit of extra slip and slide. When you know that I do. Now this little razor does have removable blades so that you can replace them and stuff like that. Really top tier, but I don't know that I really need it like that. Now that everything is all razored clean, I'm gonna go wash my face, girl, so we can start with the treatments and then moisturize my skin. Okay, so let's wash my face. In the mornings, I wash my face at the sink. At night, I wash my face in the shower. I know you're not supposed to wash your face in the shower, but girl, come on. Like, you gotta give me a little bit of grace, okay? I'm already in there. I'm already gonna wet my face. I might as well wash my face in the shower. So, I know you're not supposed to, but I do wash my face in the shower at night when I take my shower. In the mornings, I wash my face at the sink. And right now, I'm currently using the Murad Hydration AHA BHA exfoliating cleanser. Dang, I could not get that out. I'm only using this because I have it, honestly, and I kind of wanted to use this product up. Once that runs out though, and it is running very low, so once it runs out, I'm going to go back to my Ole Henriksen Truth Juice Daily Cleanser. This is not a fan fave for me. I bought it to try it out and I think it's just okay. My favorite face wash of all time though is probably going to be the Korres Greek Yogurt Foaming Cream Cleanser. I'm gonna put a picture for it for you guys over here. But this is probably my favorite like face wash of all times. I don't know why. In the shower, I'm currently using the Dermalogica Special Cleanser. It's just literally the Dermalogica, the regular cleanser for normal skin. That's currently what I'm using in the shower. That is because my husband used to break out pretty good and I bought that for him to try out, and it actually works really well for his skin because that man, he don't moisturize or nothing, girl. He washes his face and he get on about his business, okay? So I bought him that face wash to use, and since I normally get just the big size of it and then I refill the pump, I just use that in the shower too, because there's no reason for me to have my own special one in there when the Dermalogica works really good. Ooh, that's the last of it, baby. Of real love, 'cause you've been abandoned with any mistake. They quick to. Now, I used to let my face air dry and then I would go on about the rest of my skincare routine. But girl, lately, I just don't have time for that. So instead of letting my face air dry, I went off and I bought some face towels. These are not the Skincare Club or whatever they're called. These are from Amazon and they like $7, but they work good, okay? It's a clean little face towel. I ain't had no issues with it so far. The brand is called Luxa, and it's just Luxa. I think it's 5-star cleaning series facial towels. You can find them on Amazon. Literally, if you type in facial towels, they'll probably pop up. But the box looks like this. And the towel just looks like this. Really simple. It's got a little texture side and then kind of like a regular side or whatever. It really don't matter what side you use, girl, as long as you dry your face. I just pat it dry. I don't really wipe or swipe or anything like that because I don't really need to. And you probably don't need to either. Now that the face is all clean, I'm about to apply a face mask. Now, I have been working through this baby facial face mask just to kind of like try to keep up with my skin and all of the dark spots and everything like that. But I actually do really like this face mask. I actually think though that I like the Kate Somerville one a little bit better. It kind of is the same thing, does the same thing where it makes your face burn and stuff like that. And it got a little exfoliating beads. Yeah, girl, they're the same thing. But I think I like the Kate Somerville a little bit better than I like this one. But I have this in my rotation and I do use it occasionally. I also have this Glow Recipe Hyaluronic Acid or Hyaluronic Clay Pore Tight Facial. I do have this in my rotation as well right now. As far as face masks go, I just like something to rejuvenate my skin every now and again, to clear out my pores, to make sure that it's not super drying or anything like that, and then to do some exfoliating. So that's what I typically focus on whenever I'm looking for my face mask, because one of my major problems, like I mentioned earlier, is dry skin and then hyperpigmentation. So something that can, for one, just make sure that I'm upkeep with my skin, because I use so many hydrating products, just to make sure that I'm keeping up with my skin, clear out my pores every now and again, and then to exfoliate my skin really good. The next one that I have is from Ole Henriksen as well, or Ole Henriksen. It is the Transform Plus Fat Glow Facial. It's got PHAs and Nordic Birch Sap. This is also a face mask. This is also a clay mask, and it is to exfoliate, illuminate, brighten, and smooth your skin. I think I'm gonna go ahead and use this one today, but these are the three that I currently just have like in my rotation. Now the goal is to use a face mask once or twice a week when it comes to like an actual apply on you know, face mask or whatever. But I don't always do it like I should. But that is the goal. I try to get a face mask on my face once a week over the weekend, while I'm chilling. Most of the time while like I'm waiting for my hair to deep condition, that is usually a good time for me to throw a face mask on. But I'm trying to up the ante a little bit to get to twice a week. So with this face mask, you literally just rub it in until it turns from pink to white. It is a little bit thick because, again, it is a clay mask. Now I'm just gonna let this sit on my face for 15 minutes. And while I do that, and since we are on the topic of, hold on, let me make sure I got my little time. So a little timer here. So while we are on the topic of face masks though, and while I let this sit, let's talk about my night care routine, my nighttime skincare routine. For my nighttime routine, because I'm not gonna do it in this video because it's obviously not night, I'm just gonna talk about it a little bit and what I like to do. So I was on TikTok just scrolling around, you know, like everybody do. I'm on TikTok scrolling and I see this girl talk about how she puts on a sheet mask every single night. Now me, I'm not a huge fan of sheet masks, but when I did use them, I would use a really expensive one, girl. Let me look and see if I can find it on Sephora. But it was like a, ooh, what brand was it? I think it was Dr. Jart. Okay, it was the Dr. Jart. It was the Dr. Jart ceramidin cream infused face masks. The skin barrier masks, like any of their little face masks, those are what I was using. I really like the Dr. Jart face masks. Now the reason why I like them is just because I feel like I can see the result immediately, right? Like, I don't know, call me crazy, but I just really like those face masks. So those are what I use, and normally like I do with my regular like apply on face masks, I would just keep it in my rotation and put them on whenever I felt like, you know, I wanted a little bit of extra boost. But I saw this girl talking about it on TikTok and I was like, let me see what she's talking about. She used a Korean skincare face mask every single night and she said that it like really changed her skincare game. So naturally I was like, okay, like I was in need of some face masks, some sheet masks. And so I was like, let me just try it out just to see what it's talking about. Girl, I bought some little face masks off Amazon and I'll put them right here and right here for the ones that I use And I just kind of rotate these both out because I feel like they kind of work the same. But I bought these Korean, I think they're Korean, skincare face masks off Amazon, and I've been using them for about a good month now because I've already bought like maybe 2 months. But I literally put this face mask on my face every single night, and occasionally I will follow up with that serum that I showed you guys, that herbivore serum that I showed you guys. Occasionally I will follow up with that, but for the most part, girl, I literally just put on that face mask, snatch it off, and go to bed. And my skin, when I tell you, I have seen almost like a dramatic, not a mat in my face, dramatic. I have seen a big difference in my skin and the amount of breakouts that I have ever since I've been doing that. And that's breakouts like around my cycle, like I was talking about earlier, and then just those random breakouts on my forehead and stuff like that. I have noticed a difference in how frequently I get, you know, a little breakout or whatever. And also just like my skin in general, like it's just been looking so much more smooth. Dark spots have been kind of like fading a little bit quicker. Girl, I don't know what it is. Now, normally I am a skincare girl, okay? I like to wear good, like I like to buy the good stuff, okay? I am Sephora Rogue because I buy the good stuff. I always try to shop during the Sephora sales in the spring and in the fall, and that's when I kind of load up on my skincare, and then I buy my makeup, you know, throughout the year because I can just use like, makeup is different. Anyway, for skincare though, I was always like a top tier girly. I was like, I need to have like the real good stuff. So that's why I was using the Dr. Jart masks. Now those masks are not cheap, girl. They are pretty expensive. But I liked them a lot. I was also using the Murad eye patches. And we'll get into eye patches too. The current eye patches that I have are from that Peace Out brand. I'll put them right here for you guys so you can see which ones I'm currently using. And again, I just use those occasionally when I feel like I need to put on a little face mask or a little eye mask or whatever. Actually, I should put them on right now while I'm doing this. Hold on, let's go get the eye patches. Actually, no, girl, I'm not putting the eye mask on because you're not supposed to rinse that off. So anyway, and I still gotta rinse this off. But like I was saying, with those masks, they're literally not expensive at all. They're probably like, I think they're like $10 or $12 or something like that. Off Amazon, you get a pack of, I think in one of them, I get a pack of 10, and then the other one, I get a pack of 12. But I literally have noticed a difference. So if you want to try it out, get you some face masks, some Korean skincare face masks. They don't have to be the same ones that I have. You can always use different ones, but I like the ones that I got so far that I've tried out. And yes, I have seen a difference. So I literally, like I said, throw it on at night, take it off, go to sleep. Maybe I'll put on some of that serum, and then maybe I'll put on a little bit of oil if like my skin is feeling like particularly dry. But that's all I do for my nighttime skincare routine, and I just feel like my skin has looked really good ever since I started doing that. My 15 minutes up.
And so you run, jump the gun, but know that you got it. Even at your lowest, you got it.
My morning skincare routine goes like this: toner, essence, eye cream, serum, moisturizer, lip service.
You know that you got it. Baby, take the moment, you got it. It's yours, it's yours, it's yours. My love, just rest assured. I'm yours, I'm yours. Tell me what you running for.
So that is it for my skincare routine. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure that you give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave me some comments down in the comment section below because I love to have a little chit chat. But if you found this video useful, entertaining, or just cutesy, you know, let's talk about it. Like I said, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up before you head out. Subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.
You don't have to try so hard.